I have not, you?
It is excellent. I have. It is fantastic.
Maybe they'll have some of their pits.
Bring me some if you guys got some money.
All right, everyone. A favorite of ours here at VEX Worlds. Make some noise for Mexico! Did you know a Mexican tamale is called a zaca wheel?
Did not know that.
It's 3 feet long and weighs 150 pounds.
That could get me through like one lunch at VEX Worlds. The Chihuahua is also the world's smallest dog, and it's named after a Mexican state. Mexico is, of course, located in the Ring of Fire, one of the Earth's most epic earthquake and volcano zones. Next up, we have New Zealand.
Are you taking a video? Can you send it to me?
In addition to being one of the winningest countries in the VEX Robotics competition, they were far ahead of their time by being the very first country to give women the right to vote in 1893.
Also, that's not the only story for New Zealand. Because of the way the time zones start, they are the first to experience every new day.
They are all time travelers.
Essentially, that's right. That's part of their robot. That's how they're so good at scoring the mobile goals.
They are the doctor.
Our next nation from the Middle East, Oman.
Oman is pretty cool. It's actually one of the oldest human-inhabited places on the entire planet. Scientists estimate that humans have been living in Oman for over 106,000 years.
That's a long time.
It's an extremely long time. That's why they're so good at VEX.
I thought having VEX Worlds for 11 years was a long time.
Yeah, you can't even compare. Next up, Panama.
Panama is the only place in the world where you can see the sun rise on the Pacific and set on the Atlantic because of the unique geography where the Pacific and the Atlantic kind of...
Incredible. A unique perspective on the world.
Our next nation is Paraguay. Known as the heart of South America because of its central location.
Paraguay is really cool. They receive 99.9% of their electricity from hydroelectric plants. Incredible usage of the resources available to them. Now, please welcome the Philippines.
The Tagalog was the first Filipino-Spanish dictionary, and it was printed in 1613, 25 years before the first book was ever printed in the United States.
They're way ahead of us in the Philippines.
Almost, you could say 25 years.
That's almost, yeah.
Our next nation has gone through so much over the past year. It is such a huge accomplishment that in the face of such major adversity, they were able to make it back to VEX Worlds this year and make it back with some of the best robots in the world. Let's give it up for Puerto Rico!
If you love peaches, Puerto Rico is a place for you. They have over 270 miles of beaches, and some of them are known as blue sand beaches because of the high amount of iron in them. Russia is up next. Russia is the largest country in the entire world, making up approximately 1.8 times the size of the United States.
Russia is so big, it actually spans 9 different time zones, which are all permanently on daylight savings time, which is a great idea.
Also time travelers over there.
We now have Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the world without any rivers of any kind.
That's very dry.
Very dry. Unlike the one from earlier, they have plenty of acres of desert.
There we go. Here now another powerhouse at VEX Worlds, Singapore.
Did you know that in Singapore, it's very common for locals to address older folks on the street as auntie or uncle, even if they aren't related. It's just a general sign of respect for them.
Oh, I hope no one calls me uncle this weekend.
Oh, you should have said that.
Oh boy.
Uncle Carter.
So do you know that chewing gum is actually banned in Singapore unless you have a medical prescription?
My prescription for Laffy Taffy just ran out.
I have a prescription for Delicious.
All right.
Watermelon flavor.
I'll see you later.
Our next stop is South Korea, the country which has some of the fastest wireless speeds on the planet. Their average download rate, you'd love this, 33.5 megabits per second. What? Upload 17. That's average.
I think that's like 10 times what I get in my apartment in Texas.
Yeah, even Google Fi can't do that.
I have to fact check you on that, but that sounds right. Please welcome Spain.
North Korea.
So I want you all to thank Spain the next time that you use a stapler, because the first known stapler was actually made in Spain for the French king, Louis XV. They also gave us the mop and bucket in 1956 and the astronaut spacesuit in 1935.
To be clear, they didn't invent the mop or the bucket in 1956.
Right.
It was the combo, the attachment.
But also note the spacesuit came first, which is crazy.
That mop and bucket, man, that's technology. Now for our next station, and this is really important. You met them all 2 years ago at VEX Worlds, and they're back. This team consists entirely of refugees who have gone through so much to be with us here today and share their passion of robotics with the world. Let's hear it for Syria!
They are a huge inspiration to us all in the VEX Nation. Now we have Taiwan, a region of China.
All right, Grant, so this one, when we were doing our research and I found this one out, this one hurts. So, if you hear music playing on a truck in Taiwan, it's not the ice cream truck.
What?
It's the garbage truck.
That
You
would
know,
be my
imagine
surprise.
if you go outside, it's like, yo, it's the ice cream truck.
I love ice cream.
And that is garbage.
And it's just trash.
You know.
That's a really unique way of accomplishing that.
Thailand is up next, the home of some of the world's smallest and largest creatures. We're talking about the bumblebee bat on the small side and the whale shark on the large side.
Thailand is definitely known as a land of temples. They have over 35,000 temples. And the land of smiles. You'll find more smiles there than anywhere else. Up next on the stage, we have Tunisia. Tunisia is the northernmost country in Africa.
It's also a popular location of some of Hollywood's biggest films, including the Star Wars franchise. Grant, I got a question for you. All of them.
Really?
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
In rehearsal, I said episode 1, but I don't know if I want to anger the crowd. I'd say I'm an episode 1 fan.
For me, Return of the Jedi, and of course, the Ewoks.
Oh, of course, of course.
Our next country is Turkey!
In Turkey, you just might find chicken in your dessert. They have tavuk boksu, also known as chicken breast pudding. It's quite popular. They say it's delicious. I haven't had it. Have you?
No.
I would love to. I would love to try it. Please bring me some.
I would love to welcome our next country to the stage, the United Arab Emirates.
Have you ever wanted to visit the tallest building in the entire world? The Burj Khalifa is the one to visit, standing over 828 meters. That's more than 160 stories. That's even as tall as stacking 3 Eiffel Towers on top of each other.
That is some impressive height. Now, the United Kingdom! You know, the first fish and chip restaurant ever was opened in London all the way back in 1860 by a Jewish immigrant.
That's incredible. I love fish and chips.
Also, Big Ben, that everyone knows about, isn't actually a reference to the clock, it's a direct reference to the bell.
I did not know that one.
And the British drink 165 million cups of tea each day.
That's almost as many cups of tea as will be drank during VEX Worlds, I think.
Tea is really good for your throat.
That's what I've heard. All right, let's give a warm welcome to your host country, the United States of America! Liberty, which is not actually located in New York City. It's found in Jersey City, New Jersey. The United States also loves pizza. It's one of my favorite foods. Americans consume over 100 acres of pizza every day. Also, did you know that the first ever Ferris wheel called Chicago, Illinois home?
I love Ferris wheels so much.
Maybe I'll see some of you on the Ferris wheel at Kentucky Kingdom after the event.
Grant, that student has a cake made of Doritos bags.
That is incredible. How many? Did you eat all of the Doritos to create that?
And his shirt is orange, probably some Doritos powder.
I like the LED vest myself. The LED robe vest. I love flashy lights. Hello.
There's Corey.
Just such amazing spirit here from our host nation. Opened up their country for the entire world to be here at the Olympics of Robotics. Some have antenna. Those are honeybees.
Honeybees. I'm a fan of the cheese head myself.
Wisconsin
listener.
Yeah.
Love the cheese heads.
We got Ohio represented. We're gonna throw the OH.
There you go. I'm from Michigan, so not as much of an Ohio fan myself.
We have over 600 teams representing the United States of America here this weekend.
Absolutely incredible. These teams have worked incredibly hard to make it here to the VEX Robotics World Championship.
Especially that team, because that is a wolf. And wolves do not have opposable thumbs, and as good as the VEXNet joystick is, that is hard to control.
No big bad wolf here at VEX Worlds. I see a Michigan flag. Shout out to Michigan. There it is.
Thank you so much. They brought me Pop-Tarts, everyone.
My goodness.
Columbus, Ohio, in the house with the Pop-Tarts. Thank you.
I see, of course, a tiger. I don't know if they're representing the Detroit Tigers, but I like it. I support it.
Maybe the Bayside Tigers. Save on them.
Could be, could be. There's my Texas flags. Texas in the house.
And now, for our final country, joining us for the first time here at VEX Worlds, Vietnam!
In Vietnam, their religious structures are called pagodas. Those ones are for worship and offerings, while temples are for honoring historical figures.
I love seeing so many different teams from so many parts of the world. Unfortunately, not everyone can be here this weekend. So let's take a moment to recognize all the countries that have participated in VEX Robotics, built robots, but aren't able to be here with us at Worlds. Bahamas, Cambodia, France, Gambia, Guatemala, Indonesia, Liberia, Peru, Senegal, and Uganda. Let's give it up